Today, Governor Ducey made a trip to Tucson. It was his 10th visit since being elected to office. This afternoon, he was at a focus group, but afterward, 9 News side's Keaton Thomas sat down with the governor, and he joins us tonight with their conversation. Keaton.
Well, good evening. So we talked to the governor about education and the Republican Party today. And as for education, last week, State School Superintendent Diane Douglas asked the governor to pay $400 million to schools immediately for teachers. This while school districts are in a lawsuit with state legislature over money they did not receive during the recession. The governor and I talked about education funding, and first he admitted the recession in 2008 hurt our state.
The downturn was tougher on Arizona than many other states.
But right now the governor says Arizona is already spending quite a bit of money on education.
But we are spending more dollars in K-12 education today in our first budget than has ever been spent in the history of Arizona.
Still, Tucson area schools are strapped for cash. Some fear funding cuts are on the horizon, which could mean cuts in classes. We asked Governor Ducey about his plans to increase funding, and he says he does have one, and that is to put $2.2 billion into state education over the next 10 years through state land trust funds.
Do you think that could help bring us back to pre-recession type of numbers for our education?
Well, I think it can provide the funding that's needed and necessary and certainly wanted by our education leaders.
The next step is to put that to a ballot for voters. The governor says we could lead the nation in new education funding. And with the GOP debate this week, we asked the governor about his political party, Republican.
And I think also what you're seeing is people really are upset. Some of these candidates have really tapped into the anger of the electorate. And I think it's a focus on what's not being done out of Washington, D.C.
So, Guy and Stella, speaking of the Republican Party, we asked the governor what he thought about Donald Trump, one of the front runners, and some of his comments that he's been making specifically recently. And his comments were that the guy's bringing in 24 million viewers from that last debate on Fox News, more than a World Series game. So the governor says that people are really paying attention here.
Yeah, and tomorrow as well with the CNN debate.
Exactly. So see how that goes.
Keaton, thank you.